guys, so today I thought I would film a Q&A for you all. I'm on my bed, I'm in a jumper, I'm all cozy, we've got fairy lights going on. How much better can we get? I love filming Q&As, I just ramble on for ages and it's just great. But first thing I've got to address, I'm in a new setup. I'm in my new uni room. I've just realised this cushion's not upright and that's annoying me. I'm in my new uni room and I absolutely love it. Like, I'm in my new house with my bestest friends and we're just having a great time. My room looks really nice. The house just looks great. We've got a really, really nice house and my hair's on me. We've got a really, really nice house and everything's been decorated really nicely, and yeah, I'm just really excited and everything's just really good. So yeah, really excited about that. Let me know what you think of the background. I really, really like the background and I want to film here. My only criticism is I have a huge window here and then a smaller window over that side. And so because the room's quite long, which you will see in a room tour that will be going up kind of maybe this time next week, just because a couple of things still need to be done. There's supposed to be pictures on these fairy lights behind me, and there's currently not any pictures on there because I don't have any wooden pegs, so things like that. So there will be a room tour. What I was trying to say is that because I've got this huge window here, but my bed's here, so I can't really film with the light coming this way at all really. So what I'm trying to say is that I kind of know the lighting doesn't look great right now and I kind of need to sort it out and get my lighting and stuff like that. I really, really, really want a ring light. So I may invest in one of those. But my softbox is at home. I didn't bring them with me. I don't know why I didn't. I brought them with me last year. Sorry for touching my hair. I just don't like it. But yeah, I haven't got them with me right now, so I'm not going home in the near future. So if kind of the lighting stays like this for a while, I'm really, really sorry, but it will improve. Just because we're in like a bad lighting situation. But yeah, I hope you guys like the background and let's get on with the Q&A. The first question I'm going to answer is, what are your favourite restaurants in Manchester? I'm going to slightly change the question to like favourite restaurant slash cafe slash bar type place. My favourite kind of restaurant, I think, is the Northern Quarter restaurant. I've only actually been there once, but I literally love it. It's so nice in there. Me and Bradley went and had Sunday dinner in like January time. Oh my god, it was amazing. So that's probably my favourite restaurant, but I do like quite a few. I love Manchester for food. Grill on the Alley is also nice, which is on Deansgate. The Northern Quarter restaurant is obviously in the Northern Quarter. What else? Teacup Kitchen. Teacup Kitchen is literally my favourite place in Manchester. I love it so much. They do the best chocolate cake you've ever eaten in your entire life. If you're anywhere near Manchester or live here and you haven't been there, get yourself there right this second. It's so nice. And they do the best smoothies and milkshakes ever. So yeah, I love that. And my third place has to be the Font. I love it so much. It is such a nice place. It's just great. They do the cheapest cocktails. They're always really nice. The one in the centre of Manchester is lovely. The one in Fallowfield, I'm not too sure what it's like because I haven't actually been yet. And I am actually living in Fallowfield if you kind of know the Manchester area. So yeah, they're kind of my top three bar slash restaurant slash cafe type things in Manchester. I am going to be doing a Manchester student kind of video type thing. I'd actually forgotten about it until I just started speaking about it right now, but I am going to try and film that maybe next week, because next week is going to just be two of us in the house, because the two of us are kind of like doing bits and bobs here and there, so we're going to just be like by ourselves. So I might spend an entire day, kind of me and my friend Christina, and kind of like go around to all of our favourite places and film a video for you all. So yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. So if you'd like that, then let me know. I have mentioned it quite a few times. A couple of people ask kind of what's your favourite kind of YouTube video to film slash create. And I don't really know. I really like filming Q&As. They're probably my favourite to film. I just like chatting, and I don't know, I just really enjoy just talking to you, to be quite honest, and just kind of answering your questions and talking about random topics, and I just really enjoy that. So that's probably one of like my top videos to film, but to kind of like edit and kind of like make, it's more kind of something like a morning routine or something that's got a lot of editing into it. So maybe like outfits. I've got a video coming up probably on Monday, which is kind of like an outfits. It was supposed to be an outfits of the week. It was like an outfits of like 5 weeks. I filmed like 4 different outfits. It was a bit random, but I really enjoyed editing that because it was just, it looks quite cool, I think. I really enjoyed like what it looks like now at the end. I enjoy like the finished product, and I kind of, I don't know, really appreciate what it looks like now. So yeah, those type of videos are best to edit. But these type of videos are best to film. This guy has actually asked 2 questions, and the first one I'm going to answer is, what is your favourite cereal? I don't like cereal. I really don't like cereal. You will very rarely see me eating cereal. I just don't like it. I don't get the appeal. I'm not a massive fan of milk. I never drink milk unless it's in a hot chocolate, and I don't like tea, so it's never in tea. I literally never, ever drink milk. If I was living by myself, milk would not be in the fridge. At uni, actually, I never actually had milk in, and then when I wanted a hot chocolate, I would have to go and buy milk, because I hate hot chocolate just with water. It's disgusting. Sorry if you like it, but it has to be the one with milk in it. So yeah, what was the question? Oh, cereal. Yeah, so I don't have a favourite cereal because I actually hate stuff. If I had to choose one, it'd be porridge, because I really like porridge. I will eat cereal without milk, but then it's not cereal. I'll just eat it as a snack, and it's literally so unhealthy. Like, just, it's horrendous. I don't know. I don't see the appeal at all, really, to be quite honest. I'd rather have like scrambled eggs on toast, or pancakes, or what else do I have? Bacon sandwich, smoothie, fruit and yogurt, that kind of stuff. And the same girl has also asked, what is your favourite hangover cure? And well, I wasn't hungover this morning actually. I went out last night with my friends. It was like our first night back in Manchester. We've only been in the house for about 4 days. So it was our first night back in Manchester, and I woke up this morning absolutely fine, and it was like a godsend. I was like, this is amazing. So that rarely ever happens to me. So I do actually have a favourite hangover cure. Normally it's late, obviously, in bed. Who gets out of bed? Come on. Normally it's lay in bed just watching kind of YouTube videos, or watching kind of a series or something. Also today, even though I wasn't hungover, I went out with 2 of the girls in my house, and one of them had been hungover all day, so we've been kind of in the living room watching kind of really bad daytime TV, just the funniest things. And so that's how stuff I also like. I don't like something I have to concentrate on too much, because normally my head's hurting. So I can never watch something like Pretty Little Liars or Breaking Bad or anything when I was hungover. That would not be happening. I normally like to watch Outnumbered when I'm hungover. I love Outnumbered. So yeah, basically sit and do nothing. And then when I kind of feel like I want to eat, my hangover food is plain pasta. So you just make your pasta, and it's got to be penne or fusilli. I think that's how you say it. It's got to be one of those. You cook pasta, absolutely fine. Take it out, drain it, blah blah blah. Pop it on a plate, and then I just like to get some tomato ketchup. Pop some tomato ketchup at the side of the pasta, and dip the pasta into the ketchup. Not drizzle the ketchup over the pasta, just dip. That is my hangover cure. And it is the weirdest thing, and everyone's like, oh, why would you like that? But I really like it. So yeah, that's my hangover cure. Someone asked, who is your celebrity idol? I love Cheryl Cole, but she's not my idol. She's not someone like I necessarily want to be. I really admire though, and I think as well, the thing is, when someone says like to a girl, who's your celebrity idol, they expect you to say like a girl. But I'm not actually going to say that. Someone who I really, really idolise is Simon Cowell. I think he's just great. I think he's amazing. I think he's such a businessman, but he's really got personality. He's literally just made so many things on TV, and he's just a great personality. And I was speaking to someone recently, and they were saying that he's really nice in person as well, and he's just really a nice person. So yeah, I really do think he's really nice. I know anybody would want to be Simon Cowell, but I think that he's really great. This question I really like. I love talking about YouTube. So, who are your top 3 favourite YouTubers to watch? I don't know what's going on here with this piece of hair. It's really annoying me. My first one, let's just see if we can guess. Obviously, it's Miss Budget Beauty. She is like this is ridiculous. She is like my favourite YouTuber to watch. Like, I will watch any of her videos, whether it's on her Miss Budget Beauty channel, Diaries of a Spendaholic, or Star on Toast. Any video she puts up, I will watch. I watched a video on her channel that was about dyeing your hair pink. I'm never going to dye my hair pink. I couldn't have cared less about dyeing your hair pink, but I just watch her for her. So she is 100% my favourite YouTuber. Second is probably Rosanna Pierce. I really enjoy her videos, and she's someone that I'll pretty much watch any video she puts up as well. I really enjoy her vlogs, and because they're a similar-ish age, I just enjoy kind of watching her in her life and her, you know, her child, her little boy's really cute. And yeah, I quite like watching people that are different to me, but then I can relate to. Does that make sense? Like Miss Pretty Beauty, even though like she's got 2 kids and a husband, I can still relate to her. And actually thinking about it, they both live near Manchester. Well, Rosanna Piss lives in Manchester, and then Miss Pretty Beauty lives near Manchester. So that's quite funny actually, isn't it, that all the people are from up north. And I don't really know who else. I watch a lot of YouTubers, but those 2 are kind of the ones that I always will watch. And then kind of other people I'll watch here and there. Like for example, like Viviana Does Makeup, Lily Pebbles, Essie Button, I Cover the Hello October. All of those people, I will always watch their videos, like always. But I don't necessarily like look forward to them as much as I would kind of like Rosie and Miss Pretty Beauty. So yeah, those 2. I'm just going to say those 2 because off the top of my head I actually can't think of another person right this second. If people asked this question, I really liked it because I don't think you'll expect the answer. People have asked what inspired you to become a YouTuber, or what inspired you to kind of start making videos. Now, I started making videos probably about 4 years ago, and so it's a very long time ago. And kind of, I've properly been doing YouTube for about 2 years. The 2 years before that, I've got really bad pins and needles. The 2 years before that, I was basically, these are really bad. I was basically uploading like 1 video every like 5 months, and then I'd upload like 5 in a week, and like it was just ridiculous. Like I wasn't actually like into it. I just used to kind of like post anywhere because YouTube was just not the same as it is nowadays. Like you could just post anywhere and it would be fine. Nowadays everyone has a schedule, blah blah blah. I'm going to cross my legs again now because the pins and needles are gone. But I've got my slippers on, by the way, if you're wondering what that white thing was that came across the camera. But yeah, so I started about 4 years ago. The reason why I started was basically I had no friends, honestly. It was before me and Bradley got together. It was probably 4.5 years ago, actually, maybe even getting on to 5, that I actually started the channel, like created it. Basically, I didn't have any friends. I kind of didn't get, I don't like the word bullied, like not to describe what I went through anyway, because I think that a lot of people went through a lot worse than me, but I suppose it was bullying by some girls in my school. I've got pins and needles again. By some girls in my school, and it was just like not very nice. So I kind of just lost all of my friends, and I was very kind of like alone and by myself. I've always said if anybody wants any kind of video on that, then let me know, just because I kind of have a bit of advice, I think, especially looking back on the situation and stuff. And yeah, so basically I didn't really have anybody, and I found this YouTube community online where everyone was so nice and people were creating all these beauty videos, and it was just so exciting. And I was into makeup, but not like as much obviously as I am now, and I just loved it. It was the most amazing thing, and I was like, I want to be part of this. Like, I want to be part of like being a YouTuber and people watching me and stuff like this. And looking back on it, it's a very brave thing to do. I actually had no one to support me, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to do this. So yeah, I really kind of respect my nearly 5 years ago self for creating a YouTube channel, really. Because I don't think nowadays, I don't think I would create it, but just because I think YouTube's so big nowadays that like it's almost scary to start a channel, just because you think I'm nowhere gonna get like 9 million subscribers, I'm nowhere gonna be like Zoe, but like that's fine in that aspect. There's people driving outside my window. That's fine in that aspect, but like in another aspect, it's also kind of like back 4 years ago, people didn't have 9 million subscribers. Like that just didn't happen. Like 100,000 was a big deal. So yeah, basically that's why I started anyway. Sorry about the ramble. And yeah, I don't regret it at all. I love YouTube, and I think it's a real massive part of me as well. So yeah, I absolutely love it. These questions I thought were really interesting, and there's 2 that this girl's asked. It says, would you prefer to go back in the past or the future? Definitely the future, but if I could like go back in the past to certain moments, I would like to, just because I think you don't realise how important some moments are, and then kind of they pass, and then you look back and you think, I really wish I would have kind of like lived that more, lived in that moment more, or kind of like I just want to go back to relive it. I would love to go back to when me and Bradley first got together and kind of like be a fly on the wall. I just think that would be so funny. It would just make me laugh so much. So yeah, I'd like to go back to then, but I don't really want to change anything in the past. Like, the past is the past and it's done. Like, you can't do anything about it, so just leave it. Like, and then so I would like to go to the future, but then again, I don't really want to know what the future holds. Like, it's one of those things. When I was younger, I've said this before, but I was very adamant on like having a plan and like knowing what has happening and knowing this and knowing that. And nowadays, I really don't care. It's just kind of like live for now. And right now, I'm so happy, and we're in this house, and it's just absolutely great. Like, I'm living with my best friends. How much better can you get? Like, we're having such good fun, and we've only been here for like 5 days. But yeah, I don't know, I don't think I'd want to go back. Like, I don't, not back, I don't think I want to go forward or back really. Maybe to certain like moments, but I wouldn't want to really want to know what's going to happen in the future, because I feel almost like, imagine in the future if you went forward, for example, and I found out in 2 years time I was going to have 20 million subscribers, Kate, on this YouTube channel, then what would be the point in me going to university? That kind of thing. Like, and then maybe you'd make you'd choose something differently. You'd maybe quit university. I don't think you would, but you get what I mean. You might quit university, and then that might not actually happen because you quit university, if that makes any sense. Just those kind of things as well. So yeah, I don't think I want to do either really. But yeah, maybe go back to when me and Bradley first got together, because that'd be really funny. And what else was the question? Oh, who's your favourite character and who's your worst from PLL? My favourite is probably Mona. I love Mona. I think she's just great. I just really, really like her. I'm going to cross my legs again. Yeah, I just really like Mona. All of the girls, to be quite honest, except from Alison. I really don't like Alison. She drives me insane. All of them annoy me slightly in certain ways, but I think that's how they're supposed to be. If you watch TV series and you literally don't get on with anybody, then that's a problem. Not a problem, like, it's not an issue. You don't have to, like, you know, re-sort out your life because you're not like hating people in a TV series. But yeah, I really, really like Mona. But yeah, my worst character is probably Alison, or obviously Cece. I actually filmed a little bit of this Q&A earlier, and I answered this question. It was only like 5 minutes long, and then a car alarm started going off and went off for half an hour, so I had to stop filming. But honestly, I literally went, oh yeah, of course, bloody Cece. Because I'm not being funny, that girl should not even be in the programme. So yeah, she can be my worst character. I hate the girl. But yeah, Alison is like nearly kind of in there too. Someone's asked, what do you like the most about MMU? And I think the biggest thing about a university is where it is. I think that makes the most difference. Like, the actual uni, like, you're only actually in there a couple of days a week for the majority of courses, so the rest of the time, if you're in like a really shit place, then it's just gonna, obviously, you're not gonna really enjoy it, if you get what I mean. Like, because you're only in the uni, you're not gonna just sit in the uni like by yourself for like the whole week every single day. So MMU, the main thing I like, Manchester is amazing. I love it. I know some people don't like it, but for me, that's why I like it. I like there's so many things to do. Like, there's just so many restaurants, and there's so many bars, and there's so many clubs, and there's, you know, there's so many opportunities here, I think. On this YouTube channel, I've actually got 2 opportunities coming up kind of soonish in the next couple of months, all because I live in Manchester. On this, we obviously combined with the YouTube channel. And kind of, if I didn't live here, I wouldn't have got these opportunities. So for me, that's like a really big deal. I just think it has so much to give, and that's why I love it so much. And even if I'm really grateful I came to uni here because I've discovered Manchester. I love MMU. I think it's great. I think it's a great university. Like, you know, everybody's really nice, the buildings are lovely, the halls were really nice, it's in a great location. It's just got a lot of pluses, but I think the main thing about MMU is that it's in Manchester. That makes sense. And yeah, the location's very important because Uni of Manchester is actually kind of further out. Sorry, there's a car again. It was actually kind of further out, whereas kind of MMU is kind of in the centre of Manchester. Not the centre, but it's not that far out. So yeah, I definitely say that. So yeah, be excited, because she said she was coming in September. So yeah, be very, very excited. Someone's asked, what part-time jobs do you recommend, especially in Manchester? I don't really know. I don't really know what you mean by like recommend. Like for part-time jobs, really, like you kind of got your restaurant work, your bar work, shop work, office work you can do part-time, hotel work, that kind of thing. So it's all those kind of jobs. It completely depends on you, what experience you've got, what you like doing. If you're not a very confident person or you kind of don't like speaking to people, you're probably not going to be great working in what I just said. It's probably better for you to work like in an office or something. All universities also do kind of, not all, I don't know if all of them do it, but I know MMU do it definitely, and I think Nottingham Trent did it, where they do like a jobs for students type thing. So you can get a job in the university, like working in one of their cafes, or there's kind of like writing for people that have got disability. You kind of write for them in lectures. Loads of things like this. There's tons of different jobs that you can do like through the university. Depends kind of what talents you've got and stuff. So yeah, I hope that helps. A couple of people kind of like asked along the lines of like, what makeup product couldn't you live without, or like if you went to a stranded island, what makeup would you bring? One makeup product that I couldn't live without, if we're just talking like mascara, lipstick, would probably be foundation. I think it makes such a difference, foundation. Like, just evening everything out just makes you look so much better. But then I think you look a bit stupid if you've just got foundation on. So that's a bit of a tricky situation. Hopefully I will never be in that situation. If I could just have mascara and foundation, that would be perfectly fine because you actually look alive. And yeah, so I'm going to change the question. I'll have mascara and foundation. I'll have two things, please. And in the stranded island thing, they said it's like makeup or random things. I think it was 3 things that you couldn't live without. Oh no, just, yeah, 3 things. What would you take? So I would probably take, if I'm on a stranded island, no one's going to see me anyway, so I wouldn't take any makeup. Definitely not. And you'd kind of like, your skin would acclimatise to the environment anyway. It may take moisturiser, but I don't know. Or I'd probably take face wipes or like a cleanser so that you like didn't feel all groggy. Yeah, I'll take that. Either face wipes or like a cleanser or something. Probably like a cleanser, like a real like one that's really refreshing. I'd take Soap and Glow Peaches and Clean cleanser. What else would I take? I could take my phone, but then there'd be no battery. There'd be nowhere to like charge it. If I was by myself, I'd probably take a photo. So I'd probably take like a photograph or some pictures or something like that, because obviously I'm going to be by myself. And the last thing I'd take, I'd probably like, it's going to sound a bit weird, I'd probably just take a blanket or a jumper or something. Something that makes me feel cosy, because for me, when I feel cosy, I feel like good, like I feel fine, like no matter what situation I'm in, if that makes sense. It always makes me feel better anyway. So they're the 3 things I'd probably take. They're a bit strange. A lot of you have asked, I look ridiculous with this massive long thing from VFest. A lot of you have asked relationship questions. If you want me to do an entire video on relationships and stuff, I will do. I don't know exactly how I feel about it, just because I don't want to be some preacher, like, oh, you should do this, because we're not perfect at all. Me and Bradley are not perfect. I don't think any relationship's perfect, but we are happy, so that's completely fine. But what I say might not be good for you, if that makes sense. So I always find it really difficult to answer relationship questions. People have said like, how do you deal with being away from each other? And I think you just kind of adapt. But I've said this before, because we broke up before we went to university, we spent the first kind of month and a half of uni not together. So because we were apart for that amount of time, you kind of adjusted anyway, kind of without him being there. So for that kind of month and a half, we didn't talk. Obviously, you're broken up, like, so we weren't together. So you kind of adapted anyway. Then when we got back together, it was like, oh my god, I got to see you, like, obviously, blah blah blah. So I think that really helped. Don't do that. Like, that is not a good idea. Don't do that. But that definitely helped us in 100%. The lighting's going even worse in this video, minute by minute. I feel like I'm back to like 2009 or something filming this video with like horrendous lighting. But yeah, so that's one thing. I wouldn't worry though. Somebody said like, I am so worried about being away from my boyfriend. Like, don't worry, like it's just gonna make things worse. You've really got to trust them though. Like if you're both going to separate universities, you're gonna meet new people. You're gonna meet guys and he's gonna meet girls. It doesn't mean that anything's gonna come from it at all. You know, yeah, sometimes you're gonna be questioning what's going on and maybe you're questioning it in your head, but just ask him politely. Don't go on like a mad one, you know, going, oh my god, you know, and like start doing the whole like girl thing when you get really, really angry and, you know, let's just say we all do it. Or like you start, you know, stalking her on Instagram like, oh, what's she doing? And don't, if you say you don't do that, 100% you do. But yeah, like, I don't know, just have trust. Like if he's out or if you're out, it's the same situation, and there's a picture of like him with a girl or something, nothing, it doesn't mean anything in the majority of cases. Like it's just that he's gone to university, he's meeting people and there's a girl there. And I think as well, really try for the first couple of weeks not to see each other. I'd say for the first 2 or 3 weeks, if you can, just try not to see each other, because it will be difficult. But if you're meeting new people and then you suddenly pop off for a few days, it's not going to look good. I don't think anyway, personally. And I just think it's best if you kind of like stay with your new friends that you've just made, and try and like get into the university life without him, because he's not actually at your university. Like he's not actually in your university life. He's in your life, but he's not in the university. So I definitely would say that, like, try not to see each other the first couple of weeks. If you can kind of make it a little bit longer, that will be better, because then when you see each other more kind of frequently, it's going to be really, really great. So yeah, I definitely say that. So someone asked, how would you describe yourself in 3 words? Positive. This is really difficult. I don't like these kind of questions. Positive. I've got pins and needles again. This literally is ridiculous. Right, we've got positive. That's the only one I've got. I would say confident, and then I wouldn't in another way. Like, I think, I know it's not a word, but I can talk to anybody. Like, doesn't matter who they are, what they're doing, what the conversation's about, nothing. I can literally talk to anybody. And on that note, I'm actually going to mention, I've actually forgotten to mention this, but I am going on TV again in Manchester. I'm going on next Tuesday onto That's Manchester TV. I went on a couple of months ago with Bradley, actually. He ended up coming on to the TV show with me. He wasn't actually supposed to, and the other guest didn't turn up, so then he ended up coming on. So yeah, that was just crazy. But I'm going on again by myself on Tuesday. The show is at 4 to 5 p.m. If you live in the Manchester area, it's channel number 8. So yeah, if you want to go and watch that on Tuesday at 4 to 5, then yeah, just go and watch it. It is on like a couple of times repeated after that, if you don't catch it at 4 to 5. But yeah, so if you want to see me on TV, then go and check out that. It's really cool because my friends can actually watch it in the house while I'm on TV, because obviously we're in Manchester, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, so we're doing that. And what other thing was I going to say? Oh, the TV is actually also going to be on YouTube. So you can actually watch it, like watch the segment on YouTube now, whereas the one before you couldn't, because it wasn't like quite up and running enough. So yeah, I will kind of be able to show you guys kind of what it is, and I'll be able to link it down below if you guys, you can go and watch it even if you don't live in the Manchester area. Back to the question about like what three words. Yeah, I can talk to anybody. That's one thing I really would say. I don't know what the last one I'd say. It's difficult because then like I'd say it and then be like, oh, actually that doesn't actually mean anything to do with me, or oh, I wish I'd said that word or whatever. I feel like I'm quite like happy and positive. Like I always kind of try and put that into things. I'm not a doom and gloom person at all. I'm not like, oh, I've got to do this, oh, I've got to do this. Like, I don't really like it when people are like that at all. I just think, just look at the positives, for Christ's sake. Like, you could be in a really bad situation. Oh no, you've got to go and make dinner. Like, if you understand what I mean. Like, I just try and like stay positive about things and like happy and a good mindset. So yeah, I'm really sorry, I can't think of a third word. This question is 5 top tips for starting at university. First tip would be to be open, to be happy, to be the smiliest, most approachable person you've ever seen in your life, to just want to talk to anybody. Do not look at someone and think, oh, I don't want to be friends with them. Just talk to them. You don't know what's going to come out of it. Just, yeah, talk to anybody. Be really friendly with your flatmates. I've just realised this J doesn't even look like a J right now. Be really friendly with your flatmates. Try not to fall out with them. And just try and like spend time with them. Get to know them. Just get to know everybody. You just like, the main thing about uni is kind of like making like all these friends and having this really cool experience. So yeah, do that definitely. Don't stress too much about the work or anything that's serious. University's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself. If you're stressing about other things, I know everybody stresses at some point, and like towards assignments you are going to stress. But especially like before you go and stuff, do not stress about the work. Literally, it's like the least of your worries. Like the work doesn't really matter. Just another thing, it really makes you grow up and it makes you realise so many different things, and it just is a really great experience. One thing I would say is the topic I touched on earlier. If you have a boyfriend or if you kind of are really close to your family, try not to go home straight away. If you can, leave it a good few weeks, because I just think, and that's like generous, saying like 3 weeks, that's like really generous. Like I'd say more, kind of like 5 weeks, just because I just think sometimes it looks bad. Like it's like, oh actually I don't want to even be with you, I've kind of got bored of you now, I'm going to see blah blah blah. And another point I would say, when you meet people, try not to go on and on and on about something at home. So if you've got a best friend at home who's your bestest friend in the whole wide world, and you're never going to meet anyone quite like her at uni, you don't think you're going to have friends like her. Or if you've got a boyfriend who you're so like, you know, you're so together and you are really happy and whatever, don't go to uni and constantly speak about them. Like I think if you're meeting new people, you don't want to be like, oh, they say, oh, so, you know, what about you? And every time you talk, you go, oh, yeah, so Bradley's done that, or so-and-so's done this, or, oh, yeah, Becky, my best friend from home, yeah, she always does that. Like, they don't know who she is, they don't know who your boyfriend is. So it's kind of just, you need to talk about things more that relate with them. Does that make sense? Just trying to go on and on and on about stuff at home is one tip I would say. Really like taking your surroundings, like do everything you can. Like if there's an event, go to the event. If there's like a kind of freshers fair, go to the freshers fair. Anything you can, just go to. Make the most of it. It's there for you to enjoy yourself. Don't just sit in your room and play Xbox when you could do that anytime you want. Or sit in your room and watch YouTube or anything. Like, try and just put yourself out there. Whether you're the shyest person in the world, literally, it will just change you. And yeah, that's my biggest point. Do everything that is given to you, because it's such a great opportunity. So this is going to be the last question I'm going to answer, because it's going really bad lighting in here. It looks very yellow on the camera. So yeah, it's going to be the last question. It's because it's 6:30 at night and really I need to go and make some dinner, because my friend's probably outside my room thinking, oh, don't want to quite go in because she's in the middle of a video, but we kind of want dinner now. We're having spaghetti bolognese if you're wondering. Anyway, so the last question is, what are 3 qualities, either physical or emotional, that you admire about yourself? Again, these questions are really hard to answer because nobody like wants to go on about themselves. I don't know, they just don't. Kind of physical and emotional. Definitely emotional wise, the happiness. I just feel really like, especially at the moment, I'm really positive. I've got nothing to moan about, not one thing. And I really just feel like, I don't know, I'm just quite positive in any situation. Doesn't matter what it is. I just try and kind of be positive about it rather than be so like, oh no, I can't do that now because I've got to go. And everyone does that. Like I do that, but like I kind of try and turn it around to be kind of happy and positive. So that's one thing I do kind of admire about myself. Especially recently, I've definitely changed in that way and made sure I do that a lot more. So that's one thing, definitely. Physical, don't really think there's much. I quite like my eyes and I quite like my lips. Like there's nothing quite wrong with those. And my eyebrows are quite good when they're plucked and, you know, waxed and not waxed, threaded. I have quite a lot of hair. Like it's kind of easy to make them look quite good. So yeah, those. And not like really, there's nothing physical that I think, oh yeah, that's amazing, but I don't not like myself or my body. I'm quite content in that way. I think because I'm kind of grown up and I'm just happy nowadays. And the last thing, we'll go for like emotional instead. I'm guessing by emotional you just mean like me rather than what I look like, if that makes sense. So what, it's probably going to be, like, it's probably the things I said to describe myself in 3 words. It's probably being able to talk to anyone. No matter what situation I'm in, I just kind of talk, and I have things to talk about. One thing I really like about myself is the fact I do YouTube. I think it's something that I can really talk about and bring up in a lot of situations and get so many opportunities out of it. I love it so much. Like, I have a real passion for it. I love both my channels and I just really enjoy it. Really, really enjoy it. Yeah, let's go for that. That's my last one, because it's a real different thing as well. Even though, like, YouTube's so big nowadays, when you say, oh yeah, I make YouTube videos, it's like, oh, do you? Like, what, you know, what are they about? What's this, what's that? So yeah, I'd definitely say that's kind of one of my points. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. My Q&As are always quite long, just because when people do a Q&A, it's like 9 minutes long. I'm like, where's the rest of it? So I thought I'd do a bit of a longer Q&A. Yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If there's any kind of beauty or fashion related videos you would like, then please leave them down below. I feel like at the moment you guys kind of want not beauty and fashion related videos, and you kind of prefer these kind of chatty videos and more kind of uni or back to school or just general chit chatty videos. So let me know kind of what you're preferring. I do really obviously still love obviously all my beauty videos and my fashion videos, but I know you guys kind of keep requesting other videos rather than just those. So let me know any videos you would like down below. And yes, that's about it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you haven't already. The button is just down below, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Bye.